Alright then, this is it. A straight head-to-head match with Changamire FC to decide who will be promoted to Division 5 of the Ultimate League. Changamire finished in Division 656 on 28 points, a long way behind champions Giant FC, who finished on 34 points. Let's not waste any time and get straight to the team news. Okay then, so the team news for this massive game between these two sides who are both chasing promotion to Division 5 are: for the Knights, Dihor in goal, a back four of Gorga, Van der Kreis, Changamire and Delia. This is Gavril Gorga's last game for the club. Midfield Kanamasas, Kwiatkowski, Cayolla, Tilby and Hargreaves, and Mota up front as the lone frontman. This is also Helen Tilby's last ever game for the club. Meanwhile, for Changamire FC we have Gorgiano in goal, a back four of Zola, Fagin, Park and Buchanan, a midfield of Uria, Celso, Nelson, Messi and Dash, and a frontman of Young. The danger man here is Alberto Nelson, number 20, at an incredible 15 skill. He will be Changmire's key man for any chance of promotion for them today. Alright then, let's go live to the Xpert Arena for this Ultimate League playoff match for the Division 5. Captains Gavril Gorga and Cydonia Celso lead their teams out into the Xpert Arena in a stadium full of fans. Your referee for this match today is Seymour Red, and Knights of Cydonia are in the red strip while Changamire are in the white strip. Who will get that promotion to Division 5? It's time to find out. We are underway here at the Xpert Arena, and after 6 minutes played we have the first chance of the game. It's a volley by Celso Mota of Knights of Cydonia, and it's close to the crossbar, so first blood to the Knights, but they have missed their first chance. But now Changamire on the attack here, head on goal by Diego Messi, and he scores! Diego Messi gives Changamire the lead in this playoff game, which could be absolutely vital for the future of that club, but he's been disallowed for a foul. Oh dear, let off for the Knights there, but Changamire will be very disappointed with that. Now we have a chance here. There's a ball deflected by Cydonia Celso on an own goal, and he's done it! Amazing! What a story this could be. Cydonia Celso has given Knights of Cydonia the lead from an own goal, but that has been disallowed too for a foul. Amazing! In 12 minutes there have already been 2 disallowed goals for fouls. And now Knights of Cydonia on the attack with a powerful curve shot from Helen Tilby, and it skims over the crossbar. This is a frantic start to this game so far, which is what you want from a playoff final really. And now we've got a powerful header on goal by Raymond Hargreaves, and that's easy for Gorgiano. So the Knights are having the better of the chances so far, but there have been 2 disallowed goals in the first 12 minutes. This is a dramatic game so far, although it's starting to cool down somewhat, so I should probably lower my voice. 35 minutes played, and it is 0-0 in this game, but the Knights have a chance here. Powerful curve shot by Helen Tilby from outside, high above the goal. 37 minutes played so far, and this is really neck and neck here. There doesn't seem to be much between the teams, but the Knights are having all the chances here. Lob headed by Raymond Hargreaves, and it's punched away by Gorgiano. And that looks like the end of the first half. And at the end of the first half of this scintillating playoff final, it is 0-0. Knights are completely dominated in chances, but Changamire are still in the game through Gorgiano, their goalkeeper. But what will happen in the second half? Will Changamire get back into the game? It's time to find out. And there's an early chance for the second half. We're head on goal by Sergei Kwiatkowski, and it's easy for Gorgiano. The Knights seem to be taking the initiative so far in this game, but it is still 0-0, and well, you never know, Gorgiano could keep him the chance, but a powerful curl shot by Aquila Santamaria, and he scores! What a time to score your first ever goal for the club in the playoff final. Aquila Santamaria's long range shots has given Knights of Cydonia the lead against Changamire FC, and that could be a crucial goal. It could bring them up into Division 5. But here we've got a bicycle kick on goal by Diego Messi, and that's high above the goal. As things stand, Santamaria's goal instincts are coming very handy, and he's going to be the history maker here. Half head on goal by Raymond Hargreaves, he doubles the lead! Raymond Hargreaves scores for Knights of Cydonia. The youngsters are all over this old Asian team of Changamire. Raymond Hargreaves makes it 2-0 to the Knights, but we've got a well-placed header by Sven Young for Changamire, and it's poached away by Geo Dihor. What a save! That was an absolutely crucial save in this playoff final. Time is running out for Changamire though. They have just 10 minutes left to get back into this game. As a well-placed header by Celso Mota, and it's just centimetres wide. They don't look they're going to get back into this game, do they? And in the 83rd minute, we've got a lob header by Gavril Gorga. Fairy tale ending. Gavril Gorga, in his final game for the club, scores from a shot from the corner, so he will go out having scored what looks like to be the last goal. We've got an injury for Changamire here, and Adan Uria is injured. That really rubs It's a bad end to Adin Uria's career. I think this is the last game. Morris Cox on for Uria. But that looks like the end of it. The full-time whistle is blown and Knights of Cydonia are promoted to Division 5 of the Ultimate League. Incredible season. After avoiding relegation on a technicality, here we are in Division 5. Second place, Sergei Kivyakovsky, our man of the match, the star. And Park, for them, was their man of the match. But that is it. Knights of Cydonia will be playing Division 5 football next season. The players are celebrating so hard at the moment. There is a mass pitch invasion from the home fans, well, from the red fans in the stadium. They cannot believe it. What an incredible journey we've had so far. In just 3 seasons, we have gone from Division 7 to Division 5. But I am pretty sure it will be much harder from here on in to get any progress whatsoever. But still, we have to enjoy our moments of triumph, right? What a season! 11 wins and just 3 defeats, and to top it all off, a playoff final win for Division 5. It'll be an interesting journey, that's for sure. Just a shame Gavril Gorga cannot come with us. What a magnificent player for us he's been, and he equalled the all-time club record for goals scored with Juliano Rojas, who left early into the series. What a player Gorga's been. He made 51 appearances for the club, and he will sorely be missed next season, especially from his free kick dead ball accuracy, which will be very difficult to replace. Enough about a player of the past though, let's see how the players of the future of this club are doing. It's time to check the DVs, the final DVs for the end of this season. What a set of DVs this is turning out to be. Okay, Caleb Dales is awful, and Gavril Gorga and Joshua Delia could both be better, although Gorga is retiring, and maybe Ronaldo Cayolla could be better too, but otherwise, everyone's got all their DV targets hit. Very well done to all of those guys. As you can see, we have 4 players on 18 DV at the final totals of this squad. That's Pim van der Kreis, Emil Silke, Ant Connolly and Sergio Canamassas, who have all hit 18 DV. Meanwhile, other players have managed to hit 17 DV in the squad, like Aquila Santa Maria, and also Alvito Roma, Raymond Hargreaves, Gilberto Manuel, Ray Tataw Eta, Celso Mota and Endira Zubeldia, who've all hit 17 DV. So that is an amazing change report we've got coming, as 17 DV was the minimum target and they've all managed to hit it. However, the following day, as you can see, Halim Tilby and Gavril Gorga both decided to retire the game. They have simply lost interest in the game and want to concentrate more on other things, whatever those other things might be. But that was the mail received the morning after the playoff final on the day of the change reports, which we'll be seeing in a moment. Knights of Cydonia won 500,000 econ for finishing second in their division, and a further 300,000 econ for my 6th Manager of the Round awards during the season, so it's a very welcome cash injection ahead of the new season and new purchases of players required. And another Star Wars of the Knights team will hang up his boots next season. Ronaldo Cayolla, who turns 38 now in the change reports, will be deciding this to be his last season. Joshua Delia has also decided to be his last season with Knights of Cydonia FC. They both look forward to playing their last season for Knights of Cydonia FC, but after this season, retirement awaits. So we could end up in a situation where we don't have any older defenders. I guess we know what one of our priorities is now. Right then, now time for the much anticipated change report. This could make the team very, very good, so it's worth keeping an eye on. We'll start with a player that I don't really expect to get anything from. Caleb Dale finished the season on 2 DV, and so I expect him to go down in the change reports. And he has. Caleb Dale's gone down to an 8 skill goalkeeper at 35 years old. Geo Dihor, this is an important one. We want our first choice keeper to keep his 12 skill. Does he do that? He does. He stays at a 35-12. And Connolly now important. He reached 18 DV last season, so he should get an increase, but by how much? And Ant Connolly is now an 18-5 goalkeeper. Well, when you've got 18 DV, you might want to expect a bit more, but still an increase, and an increase, and an increase. Joshua Delia, now he's 37 years old, so he might start declining, but he didn't get that great DV. But will he stay his skill? Nope. He has gone down to a 37-11, so that's not so good. Pim van der Kreis, meanwhile, is a 27. He has reached 18 DV yet again, so how will this affect him so far? He's got up to a 28, which is a very good sign. He's still on his skill path. Aquila Santa Maria, 19-6 last season. This season he is a 28, he has double jumped. We have our first double jump in the change report, and Aquila Santa Maria is it. We haven't had many change reports with double jumps so far, so this is welcome. Emil Silke, oh wait, he's only got by 1 bar, which is such a shame, because we could have done with him double jumping and cashing in on him. But as it is, he is now 19-6. Ronaldo Cayolla, meanwhile, he is also turning 38 and he has gone down to a 38.8, so he might have to be moved out because the youngsters might increase to an extent that he becomes useless. Sergei Kifikowski needs to keep it his 12 skill, he does that. Sergei Kifikowski now 34-12, but it's starting to get on a bit now. Sergio Canamasas was 27, now he is a 21.8. He has gone up a skill bar, very welcome, because he only just made it to his 7th skill up on the double jump last time. Raymond Hargreaves was a 19.6, now he has turned 20 years old. How much of an increase has he got by his 17 DV? He is still yet to double jump, he is now 27, but that's not so bad, is it? Alvito Roma was a 19.6. How much will have increased he got? He finished on 17 DV, remember, and his final DV total is a 28! 28! Alvito Roma is the second double jumper in this change report. Gilberto Manuel, now we could do with a double jump from him because I plan to sell him on later on in the seasons, but let's see how he does for now. He only goes up by a single skill bar, now not particularly impressive 18.4. Ray Tataw Eta was a 16.3 and now he's finished on 17 DV. How much will he go up by? And he goes up, we're still waiting, and he is a 17.4, so steady progression from Ray Tataw Eta. He went up a skill bar, so always good to see. Celso Mota was a 19.6 and he was our top scorer this season, 8 goals, and he is double jumped, which should make him a bit more effective. He is a fast rising star, Celso Mota, now 28 striker. Endira Zubeldia was a 16.3 striker, and a double jump from him would be most welcome if we're going to sell him on, but nope, he has just gone up by a single bar. But that's okay, he's still a pretty good player and we can keep him for the next season. And that was our change reports. You have to say that was a very, very good change report. We had 14 bars gained overall and very few gained. In fact, only 2 players went down in skill, 3 players make that. So with the squad value now worth over 60 million econ, which is very, very welcome and is much better than what I took over, it's time to dip into the transfer market to buy some new players. We are starting to look like a proper team for now, but still very weak by Division 5 standards, so I've dipped into the transfer market to buy some new players. First off, Eustace Chappell, a 33-11 defender who will be Joshua Delia's rock at the back and the replacement for Gavril Gorga. Unfortunately, Eustace Chappell is not a free kick taker, so we still have that hole to fill, but we'll get to that later. The next signing is Edmund Hansman. Now this is a very interesting addition to our team because he is an all-rounder and is capable of playing in any position on the pitch. This will be very, very helpful if we have an experienced player injured and we need to cover for him. We've got Raymond Hargreaves for the youth cover, but none for the experienced players. But Edmund Hansman solves that single-handedly and should add some depth to the midfield as a replacement for Hallam Tilby. Situations like Gavril Gorga being suspended and us having no cover for that department will never happen again with Hansman fit and healthy. If he gets injured that could be a problem, but we'll get to that later. And finally, just to show that we are still buying youths and not just experienced players, we brought in a new youth defender, Ibrahim Kamara. Now Kamara, like Ray Tataw Eta, he is also a greedy player, which is going to be very helpful in the future, and he is also the same age as Ray Tataw Eta at 17. Ibrahim Kamara will wear the number 4 shirts, and he will be a replacement for Emil Silke, who is getting sold on. Yes, that's right, we are selling Emil Silke to generate funds for the new season, otherwise this team's development is practically stalled. And that's it. Thank you all for watching this series of Xpert 11 Road to Glory. Season 31 was our 3rd season of this series, and the next episode will be the first episode of Season 32. I hope to see you all then for next season, but until then, thank you, and thank you for supporting us on our route to Division 5. Division 5 will be very tough next season, and who knows what awaits us. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.